Okay, is my screen visible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. Let's get started. Good evening, guys. Yesterday we finished with the first part of the unit number 11. We finished the listening exercise. Now, the writing exercise you will do it for homework. Okay, here you have to write about an interesting town or city for tourists to visit in your country. That's what you're going to write about. Okay, you can take up any place in a country and you can write about it. Now, next over here we have a snapshot part. Here we have 6 popular cities and some sites and events which happen over there. Correct? Ajinkya, I want you to read them one by one.
Disney World,
Mm-hmm.
the Tour de France.
You have to read the name of the place also. Disney World, Orlando, Florida.
Okay. The Tour de France, Paris, France.
Mm-hmm.
The Forbidden City, Beijing, China.
Beijing,
The
Beijing.
Golden Beijing, China.
Hmm.
The Gold Market, Dubai, United Arab Emirates.
Emirates. Hmm.
Car- Carnival, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Hmm.
Java Jazz Festival, Jakarta, Indonesia.
Okay. Now you have to tell me which places would you like to visit and why. Which places would you like to visit and why? Tell me your answers quickly. The ones which are given on the screen, you have to select from the ones which are given on your screen.
I would like to visit the Golden Market, Dubai.
Mm-hmm. Gold
Um,
market.
Gold Market, Dubai,
Mm-hmm.
because I think the gold would be cheap there,
Cheaper there.
cheaper there,
Mm-hmm.
so I can buy more in less money.
Okay. Mansi, what about you?
Ma'am, I would like to visit Disney World,
Mm-hmm.
Florida.
Mm-hmm. Why?
Mm, Ma'am, picture में दिखत नहीं actually. Yes,
You can zoom in from your side.
yes.
Okay. Vaishnavi, what about you? Okay, if you're trying to speak, I can't hear you. No problem. What 3 other places in the world would you like to visit and why? When we say other, that means the ones which are not given over here on the screen.
I would like to visit Hampi,
Mm-hmm.
because there is lots of many historical monuments, and
Mm-hmm.
I like to visit that kind of places.
Okay, those kind of places.
Those kind.
Okay, Mansi, what about you? Mansi? Mansi, am I audible? अजय की बात आवाज होता है ना?
हाँ मैम.
Okay. Okay, let's move to the next part. Here we have a conversation. Mansi, am I audible to you? No, I think there was some issue. Okay, Ajinkya and Vaishnavi, I want you guys to read the conversation. Ajinkya, you will be Thomas, and Vaishnavi, you will be Elena.
Can you tell me a little about Mexico City?
You are on mute. Vaishnavi, you are on mute. Oh, okay, you're not able to unmute? Okay, no problem. Try to figure it out. Try to unplug your earphones maybe, or plug in your earphones if you don't have one currently. Okay, Ajinkya, continue with it.
Can you tell me a little about Mexico City?
Hmm.
Elena, sure. What would you like to know, Thomas? Well, I'm going to be there next month, but for only 2 days. What should I see? Elena, oh, you should definitely visit the place of fine arts.
Palace,
It's
palace, palace of fine arts.
Palace of Fine Arts. It's it's really beautiful. Thomas, okay. Anything else, Elena? You should not miss the Museum of Modern Art. It has some amazing paintings.
Hmm.
Thomas, great. And is there anything I can do for free, Elena? Sure. You can walk in the parks, go to outdoor markets, or just watch people. It's fascinating city.
Very good. Okay. Now I'll play the same conversation. While you listen to the conversation, focus on how should and can have been used in the sentences. Okay. Just give me 1 second. I'll play the conversations.
Page 75, Exercise 7, Conversation. What should I see there? Part A. Listen and practice.
Can you tell me a little about Mexico
Is it audible? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
City?
Sure. What would you like to know?
Well, I'm going to be there next month, but for only 2 days. What should I see?
Oh, you should definitely visit the Palace of Fine Arts. It's really beautiful.
Okay. Anything else?
You shouldn't miss the Museum of Modern Art. It has some amazing paintings.
Great. And is there anything I can do for free?
Sure. You can walk in the parks, go to outdoor markets, or just watch people. It's a fascinating city.
Okay. Now, here
Page-
we'll be listening to the second part of the conversation. Here, you have to focus on the question, where is Thomas from and what should you do there? Okay, where is Thomas from and what should you do there?
75, Exercise 7, Part B. Listen to the rest of the conversation. Where is Thomas from? What should you do there?
Where are you from again, Thomas?
I'm from Toronto, Canada.
Oh, I've always wanted to go there. What's it like? What can you do there?
Well, there's a lot to do, but visitors should definitely spend some time in the museums. The museums there are great.
Okay, where is Thomas from and what should you do there?
He's from Canada
Mm-hmm.
and he spends his time in the museum.
Okay, he doesn't spend, he's saying people should spend. Okay, visitors should spend. Yeah, clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, moving to the next part, as I said, here we would be looking at the topics which are our modal verbs where we use can and should Okay, first over here we are going to see how to use can and should, and in units that follow we'll see other modal verbs also. Now modal verbs are nothing but they tell us about the speaker's attitude or mood. Correct. Now we use can and should to ask for advice or give advice. Okay, we either ask for advice with can and should, or we give advice with can and should. Example, can you tell me a little about Mexico City? And then she says you should definitely visit. So here she's giving an advice that okay, you should definitely visit so and so place. Correct. That's the only topic that you have. Now can and should both have similar meanings over here, but can is mostly used to talk about possibility or ability. Okay, when you are when you want to say that okay, you are able to do something, that's when you will say can. Okay, mostly I would say. Clear? Write down the rules quickly. Done? Okay, great.
हो मॅम एक वेळ परत सांगता कॅन आणि शुड आपण कुठं कुठं वापरू शकतो म्हणजे
Can and should. Now over here we are mainly looking at when do we use can and should for giving advice and asking for advice. Of course these modal verbs have lot more functions. Okay, these are the only function that we are looking at right now, not to get confused. Okay, can over here we use it mostly to say that okay, we are able to do something. For example, you can go to the market on Monday. Okay, or you cannot go to the market on Monday because the market is closed. So you're talking about ability, की जाऊ शकतो का नाही जाऊ शकत. Correct. Should can be used in all scenarios. Okay, so it's mostly to give advice or ask for advice. Should I teach this topic again? So I'm asking for advice. Okay, can I teach this topic again? I'm saying whether I'm able to do it or not. Yeah, that's the minor difference I would say. Understood? Okay, try doing the exercise quickly. Done?
Last one.
Okay, okay, finish it.
Done.
Done, ma'am.
Done? Okay, tell me your answers quickly.
I can decide where to go
I
on my
can't
vacation.
decide. I can't decide.
I can't decide where to go on my vacations.
Hmm.
You should go to India. It's my favorite place to visit.
Very good. Number two, Mansi.
I am planning to go to
Bogota.
Bogota next year. When do you think I should go?
Hmm.
You can go anytime. The weather is nice almost all year.
Very good. Next,
Can I rent a car when I arrive in Cairo?
Cairo.
Cairo? What do you recommend? No, you have definitely used the
Have कहाँ
subway.
से आ गया? Wait, we are using should and can. Have कहाँ से आ गया?
No, you should definitely
Hmm.
no,
Use the subway.
definitely use the subway.
Hmm.
It's fast and efficient.
Very good. Next.
Where can I get some nice jewelry in Bangkok?
Hmm.
You should miss the weekend.
You should not.
You should not miss the weekend market. It's the best place for bargaining.
Bargains. Very good. Last one. Mansi.
Yeah. What uh, what can I see
Hmm.
from the Eiffel Tower?
Hmm.
You can see all of Paris, but in bad weather you can't see anything.
Very good. Understood how to use them? Okay. Now there are some questions given in exercise number B. Try to quickly write down the answers to it and then you have to ask each other those questions. Okay? Done? guys done?
Last one. Done.
Okay, you can start asking each other the questions. You can start.
What time of year you should what time of year should you go, should you visit your country?
Um,
Mansi, fast.
I'm not sure, but anytime I can
You
I
can.
can visit.
You can visit. You are suggesting him.
Anytime you can go there, go
Okay.
to my country.
Okay. Next, Mansi, you ask the next question.
What can you do for free, Vaishnavi?
There are so many things that a person can do for free in India. A person can go to a mall. A person can go to public places. A person can go to Tulshi Bagh. A person can go to FC Road. There are so many things to do. Okay. Ajinkya, try answering.
कोणता क्वेश्चन आहे?
What can you do for free?
You can walk on streets randomly and talk to strangers.
Mm-hmm.
You can go beach, enjoy nightlife in several cities for free, and
Okay.
you can visit some temples.
Mm-hmm.
Must-
Okay. Next question, Ajinkya, you can ask.
What are three things you can do there, Mansi?
Uh, you can you can go to the historical places
Mm-hmm.
and also experience local culture, and you can also मॅम फिरण्याला काय म्हणतात?
You can also roam around.
You can also roam around Western Ghats.
Okay, or you can also go to the Western Ghat. Okay, Western Ghats.
Yes.
Okay, what shouldn't a visitor miss? What shouldn't a visitor miss?
You should not miss the festivals there,
Mm-hmm.
like Diwali, Holi, Durga Puja, Ganpati.
Okay, great. Now, next, here we have pronunciation practice. Okay, now the pronunciation of can is can. Okay, we say can, and when we add the short form NT, that is cannot, we say can't. Okay, the pronunciation over here changes. Can and can't, the pronunciation changes basically when we say it in short. And should not. Okay, but the T part is not very strongly pronounced. We should not, we don't say shouldn't असं नाही म्हणायचं आपल्याला. Shouldn't. Okay, shouldn't. That's how you will say it. You can get a taxi easily. You can't get a taxi easily. You should visit in summer. You shouldn't visit in the summer. That is how you will say it. Understood? Clear? Okay. Try doing exercise B for homework. Yeah. Now we are going to do the listening exercise. You have to listen to 3 capital cities. You have to listen to speakers talk about 3 capital cities, that is Japan, Argentina and Egypt, and you have to complete the chart by listening to it. Okay? Understood? Okay, I'll play the audio. Just give me 1 second.
Page 76, Exercise 10, Listening. 3 capital cities. Part A. Listen to speakers talk about Japan, Argentina, and Egypt. Complete the chart. 1.
Japan has several big islands and many smaller islands. The capital city is Tokyo. The highest mountain in Japan is called Mount Everest. There are many beautiful Buddhist temples in Japan, and visitors should try Japanese food, especially sashimi, which is raw fish.
2.
Argentina is a large country in South America. The capital city is Buenos Aires. The people all speak French. People visiting Buenos Aires shouldn't miss the downtown area. Many interesting people gather in this area. Argentina is also a good place to buy leather.
3.
Egypt is famous for its many pyramids. You can see the biggest ones near its capital city, Cairo. There are many colorful markets in Cairo, and visitors should definitely buy some souvenirs there. You can often bargain for good prices. Cairo is also famous for its river, the Amazon.
Okay.
Page.
Now, here you have to listen again and you have to mark one thing about each country that is mentioned incorrect. Okay? One thing about each country is mentioned incorrect. You have to just mark it, like write it down. Understood? I'll play the audio quickly.
Page 76, Exercise 10, Part B. Listen again. One thing about each country is incorrect. What is it? 1.
Japan has several big islands and many smaller islands. The capital city is Tokyo. The highest mountain in Japan is called Mount Everest. There are many beautiful Buddhist temples in Japan, and visitors should try Japanese food, especially sashimi, which is raw fish.
2.
Argentina is a large country in South America. The capital city is Buenos Aires. The people all speak French. People visiting Buenos Aires shouldn't miss the downtown area. Many interesting people gather in this area. Argentina is also a good place to buy leather.
3.
Egypt is famous for its many pyramids. You can see the biggest ones near its capital city, Cairo. There are many colorful markets in Cairo, and visitors should definitely buy some souvenirs there. You can often bargain for good prices. Cairo is also famous for its river, the Amazon.
Okay. 1 second. So what was the one thing that was incorrect about each country?
Japan, Mount Everest is not in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
It is in Nepal, I think.
Okay, and Japan's highest mountain is Mount Fuji. Okay, what about the second one, Argentina?
I'm not sure, ma'am, but I think the language is not French there.
Correct. They speak Spanish. If you remember, we had done the first vocabulary exercise, which is attached to unit number 1. You should have done this exercise over there. Okay. Number 3.
Ma'am, Amazon River, it is not in Egypt, it is in Brazil.
Very good. Okay. The famous river in Cairo or
Nile.
Egypt is River Nile. Okay. Very good. Understood? Now, here you have some speaking practice, and after that you have reading. Reading you will do for homework. We'll quickly do the speaking practice. Now, over here, you have to ask each other the questions which you can see on the screen. Okay, the questions which you can see on the screen, you have to ask them to each other, and of course you have to answer. Yeah, I'll give you 30 seconds to prepare, and then you can start. And remember, you have to use can, should not, can't, those words that we just learned. Guys, mute yourself. Lot of background noise.
मॅम कोणत्या क्वेश्चन्स पैकी विचारायचं आहे?
सगळे क्वेश्चन्स विचारायचे, खालचे खालचे जे दिलेले आहेत ते
ओके, तिथे कॅन आणि शुड वापरायचं आहे ना त्यामध्ये.
आन्सर करताना ऑफकोर्स. Ready? You can start. Guys, start.
मॅम कोणते पण प्लेसेस चालतील ना,
Of course.
लाईक इंडियातले?
Yeah, you can talk about any places. That's not a concern, okay?
Okay.
But preferred would be the ones that you have visited. Okay, so that you are able to speak properly. Ready? Start. I can't hear you guys.
What is the best? What is the best time of the year to visit uh,
Okay, you will have to
your
make a
country?
you'll have to make a statement first. One of you will have to make a statement first that okay, I visited this place last year, or I visited this place 2 years back. असं करून ठीक है, and then you can ask these questions. So Mansi, which place are you going to talk about? Mention it and tell us when you visited it.
I visited Konkan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, now you guys can
Yes.
ask the questions.
What is the best time of the year to visit Konkan?
The best time to visit Konkan is in monsoon or in summer also.
Okay, next.
What's the weather like then?
There are mostly rainy weather.
Guys, go on. It's a conversation. You have to keep on going.
What should tourists see and do there?
Tourists should see um, beaches in Konkan and homes, houses, sorry, structure of houses in Konkan and their culture.
Next.
What special food can you eat?
There are many special foods, but people can eat non-veg a lot there because they live near to beaches, so there are mostly non-veg food available.
What's the shopping like?
There are things to shopping or I'm not sure about it because I didn't buy anything.
Okay.
What else can visitor do there?
Visitors. Visitors.
Uh, they can they can visit Konkan culture because uh, there there are Ganpati and Holi festival is big, so visitors should visit Konkan in those days.
Why are you
And
stopping and speaking? Go in one flow, na Mansi? You're saying it
yes,
correctly, but tu thamun thamun bolte. Ka?
ma'am, take sentence
But your pauses
करते
should be the
नहीं.
natural pauses, na? असं तुटक तुटक वाटते ते.
Yes,
Hmm. Okay.
yes.
Now you can ask the same questions to Ajinkya. Ajinkya, make your statement.
Last year I visited Lohagarh Fort.
Lohagarh word fort. Fort. Mansi.
What's the best time of year to visit?
You can visit there on monsoons,
During monsoons.
during monsoon.
Okay, what's the weather like then?
Uh, Weather is like rainy.
And what should tourists see and do there?
Tourists can enjoy the nature and beautiful views over the fort, and um, tourists can enjoy should enjoy hiking there.
Okay.
What special foods can you eat?
You should eat kanda bhaji there,
Mm-hmm.
And
and
what's the shopping like?
uh, there is because it is a mountain area, you cannot buy find uh, more places to shopping there.
What things should people buy?
You can buy street food over there.
And what else can visitors do there?
Visitors can visit nearby places like Lonavala and other forts.
Okay. Vaishnavi, make your statement quickly. Vaishnavi, are you there?
Yes.
Okay, make your statement fast.
हम्म, विचारू की सांगू?
You have to make a statement first. की मी इथे गेले होते म्हणून. And then I'll
गोवा
ask you a
आणि
question.
कोकण.
It's not a statement. These are just words. You have to make a statement in English. Vaishnavi Mansi, was that a statement? वैष्णवीला असं तर टिक टिक 1 टिक टिक 2 करावं लागेल आपल्याला असं वाटतंय मला. Okay, Vaishnavi, write down the answer to these questions in your notebook and share it in the group, okay? We are done with unit number 12, guys. You are speaking very well. Just don't take many pauses. Ajinkya, you have to avoid using in between. You have to frame your sentence. Take a pause, speak. Take a pause, speak. जेव्हा पण वाटते ना बोलायला लागतंय, close your mouth. Okay? Once you finish saying all the words, you will close your mouth. That's how you stop saying Of course, मी आज सांगितलं तर उद्यापासून लगेच होणार आहे का? नाही. You will need to practice on it. Okay?
This one.
Mansi, you are also speaking well. Just don't take many pauses. Even if you take pauses, they should be natural pauses. Abrupt pauses nahi pahiye. ठीक है? Even when I am speaking, I
Yes,
take
ma'am.
pauses. But these are natural pauses. It feels like I'm giving that time to the other person to think about their response or think about whatever I have said. Okay? That's how your pauses
Yes,
should
ma'am.
be. Abrupt pauses नाही पाहिजे. Broken sentences वाटतात ते. Choppy sentences म्हणतात त्याला. तसं नाही पाहिजे. Okay?
Yes.
Work on it. Otherwise, you guys are speaking well. You are not making grammatical errors. ओके थोडेसे मानसी तुझे झाले देर आर मध्ये instead of singular you were referring to plurals and plurals to singulars, so ते थोडंसं वर्क करशील. बाकी there were no major grammatical errors. Okay, understood? Okay, for homework try to
Yes.
write down the answers to the questions also that we just discussed. Okay, in speaking. Okay guys, we are done with unit number 11. Tomorrow we'll meet and finish unit number 12. Okay, okay guys, chalo, bye bye then, good night, take care.